Hello and welcome to episode 31 of the Modern Day Morons podcast. I'm your host, Liam.
Oh, Brayden. Hi.
You froze for a sec.
Jacob.
And special guest.
I'm Harvey, but that's not my name. What is my name?
What is your name?
Man of mystery. We don't know.
Pile of sand.
Pile of sand.
Pile of sand.
Pile of sand. Good luck knifing. Arc voodle. Everything in between.
Not Hayden.
Not Hayden. His name's
Only
not Hayden.
Hayden IRL.
I knew a Hayden once in religion school. He was a dick.
In religion school.
It's the same one, actually.
Hayden Leclerc, if you're watching this, go fuck yourself.
Damn. How old were you when you were in religion school again, Liam?
This was like grade 3. Me and him had beef. But
Grade
I don't forget.
3.
Anyway.
I just want to say, I played at some Valorant last night and I killed the Pope. So
oh shit!
I'm probably going to hell with you, Liam.
Right on.
I don't know,
Yeah,
Liam. I think Liam goes to special hell though. He goes to a different tier.
I think there probably is like an extra.
I think I get to run like
hell.
upper management hell. Like I think I'm promoted in hell.
You'd be like
management.
for anybody who's watched The Good Place, you'd be like a Ted Danson demon type. You know,
Yeah,
they promote you
that-
right away. They'd be like, Liam. They'll be like, we're with what you're with. Actually, like, this is really good stuff, man.
We actually align on a lot of your beliefs, and
You're
you'll fit right in. But no, thank you for everyone coming back.
Hell Light. I think most of us belong in Hell Light, like the mobile version.
I think everybody belongs in hell. Like
With ads.
Purgatory.
Except for Liam. Liam probably goes.
No,
to real
Liam
hell.
deserves super hell.
Full
Hell
blown
plus.
this
Hell
guy.
premium.
Double
Hell
A.
premium.
God, my
S
camera's
plus
fucking
hell.
falling out.
Also, Jacob, I'll one-up you on that Valorant killing the Pope. I dunked on Make-A-Wish Kid in Rocket League, so take that.
That's terrible. That's
Oh,
terrible.
jeez. God
I
damn.
killed a chef in a hitman contract.
Have you guys been playing fucking Truck Simulator recently? Is that
I've
what
been
it
playing
is?
so much fucking
That's one of
Truck
the
Simulator
topics.
lately.
We'll get into it.
I love it.
Okay.
I
Thank
did
you,
it
Liam.
house keeping
No.
out, but no, that game is so
Absolutely.
fucking fun.
I
Anyway,
would love
incredible.
to hear more about it because I've seen
Just-
it and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I didn't want to
Yeah.
question you guys.
no, we're gonna we're gonna get
Thanks,
into that,
Liam.
but we'll just
Appreciate
get all the housekeeping out of the way, and then we can let everything go where it needs to go. We are no longer streaming to YouTube. I'm just start uploading Monday evenings. If you missed the live stream or just want to watch this magic happen again, it will be uploaded regularly, consistently at the same time every Monday evening. Time to be decided based on when I do it the first time. It'll be that time every time for ours. What else? I had a list here. RSS feed coming soon. So if you want to listen to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your podcasts, that's the next logical step is an RSS feed. The archive won't be in it, but this first 30 episodes, that was us getting our feed. And you can always go back on YouTube if you really have that itch to see them again.
But none of that's gonna get uploaded either, eh? I figure we're fresh starting on
season. Yeah, this will be probably the start of the RSS feed.
For the RSS feed, gotcha. Perfect.
Likely. And overall, Hayden was gracious enough on short notice to be our guest for the season 2 premiere of the Modern Day Morons podcast. One of our biggest fans, second only to the Lemon Leviathan.
Wow.
It's true.
Second to him, huh?
Imagine getting demoted and right to your face.
Yeah, you've been
Fucking terrible.
third only to that person who types in this channel.
Let's see who it is.
Also, first recurring guest on the podcast.
True.
Yeah,
True.
this is
But
your
nobody
first
will
time.
know
It's been
that
your second time.
If we're
Yeah,
talking, fucking there it is.
This is the
there
reset.
it is.
No,
Reset
this
the
is
RSS
tap
feed.
too
You never know.
shy.
You're third place.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So
Sorry, Harvey. You've been demoted
Who am I
by
going to
head
be fourth
mod.
to?
soon you'll be.
Panic.
Oh, hey, Panic.
Oh, Panic, what's up?
Oh, jeez.
Fourth
And
to Panic Channel.
moderator. So you're like
Harvey, you kind of
fourth
suck,
now.
dude. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you're
I
like
keep
fourth
dropping
on
down
this.
every time someone pops in.
Yeah, but shit. Let's get right into it. Right quickly, I just want to say, celebrities have been dropping like flies. I'm just gonna list some names of people who have died recently.
Oh God.
Bob Saget, Bob Dole. The Bob Dole one hurt a lot.
I don't know who
Betty
that is.
White, Meatloaf, and Louis Anderson all died within like the past month.
And John Madden.
Oh, I forgot. That's the
John
name I was
Madden
forgetting on the
died?
list.
John
John
Madden
Madden
died
died like
28th.
2 weeks ago.
And there was like fucking no news coverage about it unless I went looking for it.
The winningest coach in
How
NFL
long was
history.
our break? Did anybody check the days? How long were we
Let me check.
podcasting?
Shit.
It's been like a month.
It's been longer than our last.
It's been a while.
Oh, geez. Our last episode was November 21st.
So wow.
So it's been 2 full months.
That's crazy.
At least we had the Spider-Man movie between there. That was good.
It's true.
That was great. That would have been a very good podcast topic, actually.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, everybody's seen it. We could talk about it now.
This is obviously a little late, but Betty White died. Did you see that there was a streamer who predicted the day she was going to die out of nowhere?
I did not.
Yeah.
Fill me in.
There was a streamer who somebody talked about Betty White in his chat, and he's like, "I'm sick of Betty White. She's a witch. She's going to die December 31st. We're leaving her in last year," and then she did, and it was. How do you just do that? It sounds insignificant, but like, dude, you can't just predict somebody's death like that.
Jacob, you gotta start making like predictions like that, like once a month, just random predictions. Because if one of them turns out to be right, that's like an immediate fucking boost.
You're the next.
Well, yeah, that's not, I was gonna say like it probably grew his Twitch channel a lot just by predicting Betty White was gonna die.
I mean, we don't know his name, but we're talking about him.
Dude, yeah, she was so close to being 100. If she dropped dead on her 100th birthday, that would have been like way more satisfying.
Would it?
I don't know. I'm glad that he didn't have to see 2022.
Well, there's another streamer that's predicting
the
death date of another celebrity. Jay Schlatt predicts that the Queen will die on March 11th of this year.
Damn. I mean, people have been trying to predict that one for like 10 years now, and it has not happened.
Yeah, Meatloaf died before the Queen, and he's like
25
years younger.
That's crazy.
Also, who's Bob Dole?
Bob Dole.
The guy who made Dole Whip.
No, Bob Dole is he's an American politician and attorney who represented Kansas in the United States Senate from 1969 to 1996.
Which party is he for?
He was the Republican leader of the Senate during the final 11 years of his tenure, including 3 non-consecutive years as Senate Majority Leader. So he was the Kansas boy. I don't really know much about him. I just like Bob Dole is a satisfying name.
When you said it, I have no clue who he was, but I was thinking of Dole Whip, which
Bill Whip.
I don't know if Dole Whip's even good. I just know it's a thing.
I don't think that is it.
It's another thing I haven't heard of.
Vanilla ice cream, pineapple juice, frozen pineapple. It's just pineapple ice cream.
Oh yeah, apparently there's a new Monster flavor. It's one of the 0-calorie ones, 0 sugar. It's pineapple now. It's called Monster Gold. Apparently it's very good.
They're pumping out a lot of new Monster 0 calories, actually.
Yeah.
They're good. They're nice. They taste good. I'll be honest.
Until Brandon comes back. But
I don't drink Monster, so I wouldn't know.
Do you drink any energy drinks?
Nope.
Harvey doesn't like caffeine.
I like caffeine.
Last thing this fucking guy needs is caffeine in him.
Rain is the best energy drink right now on the market. 10 calories, 0 sugar.
Wait, which
best flavors? Rain.
I agree with
what
that.
Monster are you drinking? I haven't had Rain, but it's too expensive. Shit's never on sale.
Everything's too expensive now, bro. How are you supposed to buy anything?
Inflation, bro.
Yeah,
everything's going up like 10% minimum.
Yeah, it's been 10% in stores, and we're dealing with like an overall 4.8% on most things, and we're looking at a total of 8% by the end of the year, just for everybody out there.
I've been looking in the housing market for a little while now, just because I need to move here soon.
Wait, you're moving?
Well, in September.
Just don't move.
Or October.
What do you mean? Where are you moving to? Like, well, not, you know what I mean? Don't answer that.
Out of this house. I have to move out of this house.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be moving to this.
Moving.
No, because this isn't my house.
So yeah, okay. I see. Okay, understood.
Supposedly, that's the plan. Okay. So, like, I have to move out of here come September, October. And that means that, need to buy a house, whether or not we're in a bubble or not yet, or whether the bubble's popped. Your boy needs a roof. So
facts, man. We need a roof over our heads.
Might go broke, but
at
the same time,
I feel like with the current housing market, like you just get like 8 friends to all go in together in a house, cover the mortgage. It's super cheap. You can pay off the house way faster with 8 people contributing, and that's like your rent is like an investment, and then you flip it and sell it and divide it 8 ways. You make money.
I would actually
it's
like
kind of
that. Yeah.
That would be pretty sick. But
then you gotta live with fucking 8 people.
Well, it just
I
has
was
to
gonna
be
say
like
the only
people.
downside would be the roommates. Like, you guys are great, but have you ever lived with a roommate?
No, but the other thing is,
Every week we
if
get-
you're
I know
going
you
in on
have.
like an 8-person house, I feel like you can afford to go like pretty big, right? Like that's kind of the idea.
I mean, yeah,
I
a
mean,
house with 8 bedrooms, ideally. So
that's what I'm saying.
by
Like,
definition,
you,
big.
okay, well, an 8-bedroom house is
Ideally
$1
would be-
million.
what?
Well, I mean, how would that work though? Because when it comes to like legal aspects, you need to put down a down payment. So would one person have to put down the down payment?
I think the
Pay
easiest
all
thing
your
is
money
form
for
an
the
LLC and buy the house under the business, and then you are all like 12.5% owners of that business.
Modern day morons business. Let's buy a fucking stream house.
You
You might be able to get a
LLC.
tax break.
Imagine stream house, music house. I got the
Stream house.
bibbidi boo ba boo, you know.
What if? Hear me out. Maybe one day get Twitch partner, make a stream team called the Modern Day Morons,
Ooh, crazy.
Then buy a house.
Stream team.
And buy
and
a
then
house.
buy a house under the LLC of Modern Day Morons.
I love it.
We
make
should
it
form an
into the
LLC.
We
the
actually
next
that's probably not a bad
thing,
idea.
you know, the
Well,
next
we could-
the next company like Offline TV. I'm sure you've heard of them.
I have not.
Phoenix, right? It'd be influencer house.
I
We
think
could
they're
have our own
offline.
hype host documentary on
Dude,
Netflix. We
if
could have the
we form an
moron,
LLC,
moron house.
we can like make our computers to be tax write-offs. Our entire setups.
Everything.
tax
Could be.
rate.
I could buy 4 more
Well,
4K.
Jacob, your stuff's already tax write-offs. Like when you do your taxes, you
Yeah.
can write off a bunch of that.
My
shit.
3070, this monitor right here.
That's literally a write-off.
Yeah, I just don't know how to do that. You know,
That's a
Just
yeah.
not,
Well,
I'm just not that grown up. That's the hard part. Is I
Just
went
do
to
it like-
school and they taught me how to do fucking calculus instead of.
just do like
Taxes,
QuickBooks or
burn
like
with money,
Intuit
yeah.
or like one of the tax ones. But anyway, as much as people love finance talk on a podcast from
Speaking of
guys who know
finance,
not a
Liam,
lot
do
about
we have a
finance,
And we
Sponsor?
can't talk. Liam, we
Uh,
covered like an hour and a half of stonks one time.
we do not have a sponsor.
I mean, that's probably for the best.
We will
Going
not.
into
We
the
will
new
not have
year,
a
we should-
sponsor until we have a sponsor.
An actual sponsor.
Mm,
Good.
for
The
sure,
bid-
for sure.
Bid died.
Turning a new leaf.
Turning
Exactly.
a new leaf because I was going to do a sponsor today, and this one was going to be real tragic. And I was like,
I appreciate it.
it was a litmus test. And I'm
New
like, I just
year.
want to try new vibes. And
New
see
year,
how
new
that
Yeah, I
goes.
think that's a good
Right.
idea.
Yeah, I like it.
I
That's a good
like
idea.
if we actually are on our best behavior. And when I say we, I mean some of us. I don't mind like I don't. Almost nobody that comes to my stream watches knows that I'm on a podcast, and I would tell them if we would be on our best behavior.
Yeah, that was what I was wondering. I was wondering why you don't promote this on your stream. My
It's
only
just,
guess was you don't
it's
want the
just-
chat flooded
It
with
is,
just
it is
people that
mainly
are here
this,
for you.
this,
You
this
know,
feller right here. Oh, there we
You
go.
promised to do a little T word, terrorism, and all of a sudden you're not very politically
mean?
correct.
I didn't
See what I
even
mean?
consider the Liam aspect. I just thought you didn't want chat flooded with people that are only here.
It's
for
not
you.
an aspect; it's the Liam
That
dilemma.
there's also that,
But
and it's like
No,
it's not like I don't want to like it's not that I don't want to spend more time with those people, but like some of them are hosers as well.
wow,
Can we
wow.
clip that and put it in your Discord?
Sure, you
But have them guess who's the hoser.
This is like the biggest clip of the podcast. Two tap troop hates all his fans.
No, I tell some of them to shut up. It's just
He's
it is
got
what it
the
is.
red
Love it.
Wow.
No, you got to sometimes. You gotta keep him in place.
I haven't
Honestly-
tuned into a stream. When did it turn into a fucking
the whip.
BDSM stream, bro?
I gotta crack the whip sometimes, We got soundproofing on the walls, Liam. When did you think it turned into?
It's just fucking like beat. Anyway, yeah, but we're gonna see where this podcast goes. I love the software we have now. It's such an improvement.
This is
from
really
the
good.
Discord
Yeah.
days of just the black void behind us.
Also, Liam, I want to say I like your new addition up there in the corner.
Oh yeah,
The
I don't know if
thumbnail.
that'll
Love it.
stay.
It
but
looks
there will
very
be,
2010s. I will be
It does.
honest.
It does. But I like the idea of keeping a logo on screen.
We're gonna have a logo, and I might even like design an overlay because you can import overlays into this.
That'd be pretty
So an
sweet.
overlay would be nice. Mainly like something probably like along the top of the screen that says like modern day moron stylized, and then maybe
Sponsored
like
by
social links at the bottom.
Own TV. Own TV's got a lot of overlays. You can get them. Discount code link in bio.
Yeah,
There you go. You're welcome.
we
for a
will. We
sponsor.
will. If the money's there, we don't care. We will
Exactly.
sponsor anything that's not hate. We don't do hate.
Mhm. Except for all those times we
Jacob
did.
don't do
No, no. This is season 1. This is season
Season
one.
one.
Unless
we
you
don't
pay the
reference
hate
the
freight.
facts.
If you pay the hate
Episode
freight,
1.
then we can relate.
Hate rate.
There's actually a lot of hate on Twitch right now. I don't know if you guys heard there was a Twitch partner who like hate rated Pokimane. I don't know why the fuck you would do that.
Did Pokimane say the N-word like
maybe
before she was famous?
Probably.
I don't know.
Saw something about that, but I didn't know.
That is allegedly what the person hate rated Pokimane for.
Mm-hmm.
But like they just got Twitch partner and then immediately hate rated Pokimane and then got permabanned off Twitch.
Dude,
like, you're a fucking idiot. You deserve that so much.
Their Twitter following has gone up by like 50K.
Yeah, so they're gonna do
like
a team
good publicity
and be like drama on YouTube or some shit. Like
it's publicity, but
I haven't heard this story.
Do you really want that publicity? Like, I guess if you're trying to be like the next Keemstar, yeah, sure, go get your Twitch account permabanned and grow your brand. But your brand is being an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mom would beat me if that's what my brand was.
That's what they do, though. Like that's just what gets people attention, right? Like.
Yeah, it is a pretty easy route to get attention. It's just,
but then it's like you also have to recognize.
Famous.
But the thing is, I think what you have to recognize with that is that the type of fans you're bringing in with that content are going to be like the most hateful, spiteful people that will like turn on you right away. Like you have attracted the drama hounds and like the worst kind of people. It's like you're gonna get if they ever turn.
Yeah, you're basically like. It's just such a toxic environment because, like, imagine being like, incels, you can come chill with me. Exactly. You're safe here. Let's go bully people. It's like, what? Bro, go to hell. Like, literally get fucked.
I was trying to announce my new YouTube channel. We're going to delay that an episode.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's delay that permanently forever, including the idea.
Okay. But I know what
you got to do is you gotta make premium episodes and put them on Patreon and announce it there.
Patreon is
Fan House. Fan House is a new thing now. Put on some scantily clad pictures. Safe for work, of course.
Never heard of Fan House.
It's a thing. It's a thing. If you use Twitter, you would know.
It just sounds like an OnlyFans ripoff.
Fan House sounds like
it's
parlor
like
of live stream.
It's like a safe for work.
Yeah. Not even
OnlyFans, I think.
Well,
maybe.
Isn't that
might not have to be safe for
Instagram?
Isn't that just?
But I think it's like
everything too. Like I don't know. Like
yeah, it is just a competitor. It's not like a brand new idea. Yeah. It's definitely not a brand new idea. It's just a competitor, but it's the newest one, is what I'm saying, because I fucking see it everywhere. But
yeah, Patreon's pretty lit because there's less censorship. Because that's pretty much where we're at now. Is there's a lot of censorship, and I mean it's good. This might be a bit of an overcorrection, but it's better there be an overcorrection than an undercorrection, especially with a lot of the things that are on. Which actually is something I'd like to bring up right quick. Is hockey is having more and more of a racism problem, especially this week. There's been 2 incidences this week. The first guy got suspended 30 games. The other guy is suspended indefinitely upon review, where 2 players on different leagues have made racially motivated gestures towards black hockey players. Mm-hmm. And essentially the gestures resemble, like monkey or banana along that vein, just very irreprehensible bullshit. And it's the last one that happened a couple nights ago was actually the PK Subban's youngest brother. So I don't know if you guys know PK Subban.
I know PK Subban.
I didn't know he had a brother.
Big defenseman from Montreal.
I didn't know either brother.
Devils, I think he turned, and he has one brother, Malcolm, who's a goalie, not a great goalie, but is in fringe on the lead. And then his third brother, I believe his name's Jordan, is in the EHL, and that's when that incident occurred. But and this happened in the Ukrainian Hockey League a few months ago too. So it's also happening more and more
locally in the under-18 hockey leagues in like fucking PEI. Mm-hmm. There was a tournament in multiple games. A guy from our city who's 16 and black was called the N-word, made racial gestures by both players. And
I was going to say, and parents and shit.
And they suspended the guy who spoke out against that.
It was fucked, yeah.
And the one guy spoke out because he was the guy's friend, said, hey, this is unacceptable. And the league suspended that guy for speaking out.
How dare you stand up for your homie against injusticeness. Yeah, I'm happy to say I can't even skate. And you know what? I don't even want to skate anymore. Fuck hockey players.
Fuck specific hockey players.
Yeah, you know, for sure. I'm sure there's lovely people.
But I feel like you should.
I think it's probably not hockey. It's
like that should end your professional career, because you can't accidentally, in the heat of the moment, be like make a money gesture and not have some deep rooted.
No, there's a problem.
Yeah, no, that's not an accident.
I've never even thought of like, because when he said racist gesture, I didn't know what a racist gesture would be. I know offensive gestures and I know racist words, but I'm like, what's a fucking racist gesture? And I mean, like, it made sense once it's explained, but it's like that wasn't even
would
like,
have never come to mind accidentally. I'm so angry at you.
But then once they say, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's clearly a racist gesture. But like, I don't really know any racist gestures other than like perhaps like this Placid Seed Heil, but that's more just kind of more edgy and like whatever
and hate, just general hate and racism, not really like.
But yeah, if you know any racist gestures, keep them to yourself. We don't need more ways to spread hate.
If we were in 2021, Liam would have taken that another direction.
There's a surprising amount of like we're seeing character development for Liam on this.
This is 2022.
2022, and we never podcasted before this.
Yeah,
one of the biggest things that pisses me off about that whole situation is just the lack of action that the actual leagues take.
It's like, ridiculous.
They'll either do nothing or suspend you for like 3 games. Mm-hmm. It's like you shouldn't be allowed to fucking compete again.
It's not even a slap on the wrist. Like, it's crazy.
There's nothing to de-incentivize being racist in hockey.
No.
You should. It should be like a firing squad, except they take all the best slap shot artists of the teams. And you have to stand in the net and just take it.
Idea. Yeah,
that's
no padding, nothing.
You just stand there. Yeah, stand there in like a long john suit and just get fucked. To be honest, as far as I care,
deserved.
Yeah, professional levels, it's like a couple $1,000 fine for these $1 million players.
Mm-hmm. All sports have a major culture problem because everybody wants to win, and so most sports have the mentality of like win under any circumstances. You see that with the Blackhawks dynasty and the sexual assault allegations, not even allegations, a sexual assault that occurred there with Brad Aldrich, piece of shit video coach, abusing a player, basically ruined his entire career. He got a bid settlement though, undisclosed, but I know it's probably north of 50 mil. So good for him making that bank. He could have probably made more if he had a good career. But but a great hockey documentary to watch. This is kind of just hockey, not so much hate. It's on Netflix. It's called Untold something. It's the Untold series. It's Crime and Penalties. It's called Crime and Penalties, and it's about a mob boss who bought the league below. He bought a team, the league below in NHL. He bought a team, called them the Trashers because he was the mob of the trash. He's the guy that Jim Soprano was based on. And it's a fantastic documentary about basically imagining a mob boss. And then he gave the team to his 18-year-old son to be the GM and the coach.
I bet that guy never.
And he just filled it full of enforcers, and they just beat the shit out of it. I'm not doing it justice. I'm actually describing it quite poorly. But it's, even if you know nothing about hockey, it's it's like an hour and a half. It's a fantastic watch.
Speaking of documentaries, I still gotta watch that goddamn QAnon documentary.
Oh my god, Brandon, you piece of shit. We're also looking. This is actually Harvey's not a guest. He's actually auditioning.
So this is a transition episode.
Yeah. Actually, right. Let me fix that right quick.
There we go. There we go.
Welcome to the bottom, baby.
I need better lighting to be a regular.
Yeah.
You do have a ceiling light.
Yep.
That's okay. So does Liam. Liam's still a regular.
Yeah, but Liam's
got like the brightest monitor in the world.
You either have to own the program or have good lighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was actually gonna ask you guys about that game you've been playing.
So
I'm so curious because every time I look on Discord, I'm like, these motherfuckers are tearing it up.
We literally are.
Sim.
I love these games now, and I'm not like.
Are they on sale?
Yeah,
they're on sale right now. I think
both of them are on for like $16 if you buy everything besides the 2 newest editions.
Yeah.
What is the one you guys are tearing it up?
So
on?
it's Eurotruck Simulator.
I've been doing a little more American Truck lately, and Liam is not happy with that. And I would recommend Eurotruck over American Truck because I think the map is cooler and it has a little more variation. But
it's
American
$5.
Truck is cooler.
It's $5, but you should get all the DLC.
You should absolutely get the expansion. Get the main DLC expansion. It's like $16.
Well,
and I guarantee. Hey, Sylvie.
I'm not gonna spend a penny until I hear more about this game.
Okay. So let me set the. I convinced Brayden to get it. I've also convinced Shay, Luke, and Xavier. They all have purchased the game and enjoyed the game. So the base game, if you just get it, I bought all the DLC, not all the DLC, but like the main DLC. It's like 6 different map packs that adds Scandinavia, Spain, Russia, all this different. Yes.
You have 73 hours in this game.
I bought the game less than 3 weeks ago. At one point I had 60 hours in 2 weeks. I was putting 30 hours a week in Eurotruck. So, because I also if you have the main DLC, you can get a pro mod for it, which adds like Iceland, Ireland, a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's just a massive map. But essentially, it's the most chill game ever. You build a trucking empire. You actually drive the trucks. You get to see the roads, and it's a great game for if you have a podcast, a music. If you just want to vibe for a bit,
anything,
and then you can like buy garages in different cities, hire drivers, make that passive income base.
It's literally the most satisfying way to just zone out and chill at your computer.
Yeah, and if you zone out too much and crash, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And so there's some of that to it.
I like setting up my controller with it too, just literally leaning back in a chair playing. It's great. Game rules, so fun.
It's so fun. It's
so
like
fun.
Even if you just buy the base edition, I'm sure you'll enjoy it because it's just fun driving. It's like, and then another thing too is it really shows how much privilege you have that you pay money to pretend to have a real blue collar job. So if you want to show off your privilege, it's a great game to play. There we go. See, dude, I'm telling you, Eurotruck. It's
incredible.
It's so much fun.
It is like I can't express how addictive it is, and I only have like maybe 7 hours across both games right now. But like for me, that's huge. I bought them like 3
I'm
days
addicted.
I never
7
play
hours.
Games.
I'm addicted.
I never play games though. It's like I have so many
right.
games and I never play them, and it's like I've put 7 hours in like 2 or 3 days. That's a lot for me.
I don't think Lemon was talking about Eurotruck. I think he's talking about MO2.
He is talking about Mortal Online too.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, well, Lemon, you've been downgraded to seventh.
I asked Lemon to buy this game to play with me, and he did it. What a fucking
that is sweet. He's still up there. He's still
what a beta. Are you able to say SIMP or is that one of the TOS?
No, I think we're allowed now, right?
I don't
know if you're allowed to call viewers. That.
Yeah, actually, we're not allowed to directionally. You're allowed to say like sim, but you're not allowed to say directionally that someone is that.
Or just use code and call people sump pumps.
Sump pump.
Or just spell it out like Twitch TOS is a dog, and problem solved if you just spell it out.
Is a dog.
Do you want to go on a WALK?
Please. I am DUMB.
Yes.
Anyway, but yeah, no, great game. And speaking of trucks, there's a massive protest happening in Canada right now. Trucker Convoy is headed towards the capital against in protest of federal vaccine mandates.
That's right, brother. Let's go.
Classy.
Where did Convoy start?
Just over a week ago, new policy stated all truckers who cross the border from the U.S. into Canada must be vaccinated to avoid testing requirements in a 14-day quarantine. The Canadian Trucking Alliance, CTA, says an estimated 12,000 Canadian truckers and upwards of tens of thousands more from the U.S. will be unable to work cross-border shipping routes due to the vaccination requirement. However, officials say the vast majority of the Canadian trucking industry is vaccinated, with the overall industry vaccination rate among truck drivers closely mirroring that of the general public. Let's see. Where did the convoy start?
I just quickly want to say, incredible transition, Liam.
Thank you. Federal Convoy online. They have a GoFundMe that has raised over $2 million.
Jesus.
But now the government's like, hey, don't give the truckers that money. They're terrorists. So I don't necessarily agree that. Yeah, that. I see what you did there. That's a little extreme.
That wasn't even intentional.
A little much.
Yeah.
So hold on. This whole thing is because truckers travel cross country and they don't want to be vaccinated, so they're protesting, right? Am I understanding?
Basically they're saying like if you cross the border and you're not vaccinated, you have to quarantine for 14 days, which you can't do
which
as
would
a
cost
trucker.
them money. So it wouldn't make sense. But they don't want to get vaccinated, even though they're traveling around the world.
Precisely.
Yes.
Whereas every single other person in the world has to be vaccinated to travel around the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they think they're.
But their job is traveling. So they think, okay, yeah, whatever.
Well, the funny thing is they can actually still travel around the world. They just have to isolate.
Right, but then most likely whatever they're trucking is either
no, I know. I'm just saying they're not even losing that right of travel. They're just
right.
It's one of those things though. I feel weird about it because on the one hand I stand absolutely with workers' rights, right? But at the same time,
if you're right, like, you don't have a right to not get vaccinated.
I just think it's a weird thing, especially when that's your job, and it's like you are, you're crossing the border, especially depending on your routes and how you could be daily, right? I don't know.
Well, it's like you're costing yourself money.
But also, none of the government cares anymore. So who's like, I don't know.
You're just costing yourself money. Like, from what I know, most truckers care about making money because that's why they're truckers. They're not. I mean, I'm sure they enjoy at least a little aspect of it, but like,
open road.
Surely it's not. I love this big truck and I, make love to the exhaust, but like, it's just.
How it wouldn't cost them money?
Fucking get a needle in your arm. And
exactly.
Then go make money.
When the money cost goes away.
We could invite another special guest in for a second if you had any questions for a trucker.
Do you have a trucker in person?
I do.
Is that trucker vaccinated?
Yes.
Let's go. Brady was so nervous.
I was, yeah. No.
Got a fucking gun off screen to Braden's
truckers behind the monitor with a fucking truck with an 18-wheeler parked
right there. Just waiting to fucking run into the house.
See, I would be a trucker if I didn't have to drive a truck. Now that might sound counterintuitive, but I mean, if it was like a car and not a fucking semi-truck, I would totally drive for a living. That would be so sweet.
I literally thought about this while playing the truck simulator games, and I was like, I'd totally do this. This would be awesome. Just literally drive to a place, deliver your shit. But then it's like you have to drive an 18-wheeler, and there are so many idiots on the road.
I don't think you're alone in that because Eurotruck Simulator 2 has 400,000 reviews on Steam.
And I bet they're all positive.
Surely you're not the only one who thinks that. There's 400,000 other people who are like, trucking would be awesome except for the truck.
Yeah.
Because there's no fight. Like, I drive a truck right now, and it's a 4-wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate driving that truck. It's terrible. It's a terrible experience.
Nothing gives me anxiety like a semi-truck in downtown Halifax during rush hour.
Oh,
I'm just like, I'm just like, that's my fucking circle of hell, is being the driver in that truck trying to back up and park.
Mm-hmm. But the good thing about that is there's only like 2 roads you're allowed to drive on, and they're both one ways.
Right.
Right, but you got to get there.
Dude, the amount of trucks that have like hit the thing on the bridge on the McKay, like the clearance level, the truck couldn't. Like, it's like dozens of trucks have done this.
But that's all because drivers weren't paying attention and are fucking dumb.
You guys know about 11foot8.com?
No.
Yeah. Oh, it's the bridge, isn't it?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's that bridge, right?
Yeah. But I would say, hold on.
Need one of those for our bridge.
I'm pulling that site up. I'll send it over.
Actually, the bridge people plan to install like warning bars ahead of the tolls, like 10 feet in front. So if you hit that, you're gonna hit the tolls. But they're so close.
They should have done that like 30 trucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what good is 10 feet if you're driving an 18-wheeler?
No idea.
18-wheelers do not stop in 10 feet. I mean, they can technically, but like you'd have to be
fucking crawling, and they're not gonna be crawling.
Yeah, you'd have to be cracked.
They might be slow, but
you'd probably break your truck if you stopped it in a 10-foot span.
Plus, then you'd have to back up, and you can't do that.
And
so this is all the same bridge.
Yeah, they should install it fucking like kind of maybe 100 or 200 feet before, like when you round the bend.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
That would make sense.
Box truck carnage on Friday the 13th at 11foot8 bridge.
It's got 2 minutes of crashes.
Love that.
This seems to be where the
let's go.
No, fuck you.
No, don't do that.
Okay, there we go.
Overhead. You ain't gonna make it, Ryder, man.
Come on. Oh yeah. I scraped it right off. This is like some BeamNG drive type shit.
That game looked cool. Harvey, you bought that, eh?
I love that game.
Another point of view.
I can't run it on my current laptop though.
Oh.
Damn.
You see, I feel like people should know the height of the vehicle they're driving.
It's probably very important to do that.
But the key here is truck rental and leasing. Like, this is a rental. And so
I feel like in the rental agreement, they should be like, you acknowledge that this truck is like 12 feet tall. And
I'm sure it's on there. I'm sure it's on there.
Hayden, I think what you're saying too, though, is like you shouldn't be able to leave the dealership with that thing, or you know what I mean, the lot with that thing, without them being like, by the way, don't go under anything that's below this height. You know what I mean? Pay attention.
Like, this is the minimum required clearance that you are allowed to drive this truck.
Mm-hmm.
If you go below this, you will destroy the truck and you will pay for it.
Can you build that into like the GPS, like the height of your vehicle, and then it like automatic? That should be a feature.
These roads.
It's gonna have to be something that's like built into like Google Maps or something.
Yeah, it's like Google Maps where it's like avoid tolls, avoid ferries.
Exactly, or when it tells you the speed limit and shit like that.
Avoid
Are they actually raising that bridge? I thought I heard that they did. Yeah, Panic just said they raised this bridge
12'6". Or that's not right.
12'6" bridge. 12'6.com.
The bridge lost. The city lost. Like, they were like, oh, we'll make a. Hopefully, this website will educate people about this bridge, and people will avoid it. And the people were like, no, either you raise the bridge or we keep crashing into it. Like, do you know how expensive it is to raise a bridge?
It's not
like, that's a lot of taxpayer money.
It's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
Yeah, for like, jeez.
Harvey actually does know this. Engineer boy.
Yeah, what are you, an engineer or something?
Harvey, run the numbers on that bridge.
Well, I need some crucial dimensions, like how long it is, what's above
I gotta measure.
I know how tall it is.
With me.
Yeah, height's good.
How tall it is and how tall it needs to be. How much is it going to cost me for 8 inches of concrete?
What's the CPI, this cost per inch?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, probably not cheap. Trucks still hit it at less frequency, and they don't damage the bridge itself anymore. That's good.
Nice.
They probably just added fucking steel plating to the bottom of the bridge. Like, all right,
fuck the trucks. Yeah,
this is fucking ridiculous. Just blow up your truck at this point.
Did you guys know? Speaking of trucks, that sharks are older than trees.
I mean, that's
shut the fuck up. What?
Sharks are older than trees.
It makes sense, I guess, because aquatic life would have been around before. Like, how old are trees, though? How old are
sharks?
I think they're like 1 billion years old or something. It's very old, but sharks are like 2 times or 3 times older. Lemon probably knows. Let's see what Lemon says.
Lemon does know
this.
Of course, Lemon.
There he is.
I did know this.
Touch grass, Jack.
Lemon knows everything.
It's ridiculous. Water.
This fucking guy, he's like just an encyclopedia. And like a good one. Not like Wikipedia. We're talking like top tier.
I was going to say Jackopedia, but that sounds oddly pornographic.
It is too. It is. Meant to be, even.
So, have you guys doodled any numbers on this?
I tried to. It seems like 360 million years is about the age of trees.
How old?
It's crazy. Because like, there's no fucking way trees are only 360 million years old.
Sharks have been around for 400 million years.
Okay.
And trees have been around for about 360.
Yeah. So there's like 100 million years. 100 million years is just like.
Okay. Yeah, Lemon has different numbers, but yeah, 4 to 450 or something. Like, it's the sharks are higher for sure.
The fact that sharks were around for like 100 million years before trees, like 100 million years, is such an insane amount of time.
See, the thing is, I'm honestly saying sharks lost out, dude, because like. We've been here less time and we've moved so much further.
That's
like, come on, sharks should have guns by now. Sharks should be rocking tanks.
We have like I have a fucking computer and all this shit and a fucking phone computer. You know what I mean? Like, we have all this crazy shit. Sharks have had have been around for like what, an extra 300-400 million years, and they got what, bigger mouth.
You guys are wrong. Sharks are literally like evolution's perfect creation, because there's some sharks that haven't changed in like millions of years or longer.
They're perfect predators, but it's like you're dumb, or at least not like, you know what I mean. They're resources and what they can do with their hands,
which is terrible. Don't get me wrong, but like, you had 350 million years to think of how to not get poached, and you didn't. I'm not defending poachers.
What can a shark do given the tools it has? Like, say the ant is the perfect insect. It's not going to build a city because it's an ant.
I mean, have you seen ant colonies?
They should have evolved.
But it didn't need to evolve. It's already the perfect apex in its
grow
environment.
bigger, get taller.
It doesn't.
Imagine if
wait. Now
you
you can't say that, Liam, because I know for a fact that you have seen a great film called The Meg.
The Meg.
And you try and tell me
is top
that
tier.
shark
is
best shark over normal ass sharks.
Lemon, have you ever seen?
And I'm not even talking about the first Meg in that movie. I'm talking about the surprise second Meg.
The bigger Meg.
Spoilers.
The bigger Meg.
Spoilers.
There's always a bigger Meg.
There's always a bigger. Qui-Gon would have been so happy with that fucking movie. Let me tell you,
bro.
Yeah,
that was.
Imagine spoiling
a
the Meg.
Feature. Yeah.
Movie incredible.
That was a really funny and realistic movie.
So happy I saw that in theater.
That was the second
double feature.
Remember, we did a double
feature
feature with Black Klansman.
Yeah,
that movie was.
We went for very different tones.
Yeah, Black Klansman was like a much better movie, and like
Black Klansman was like an actual incredible
cleanser.
movie, and then the Meg was just like
the kind of movie you put on at like 1 to 2 a.m. with the boys.
But I think we went Meg first. So by the time we got to Black Klansman, we were just like, oh boy, like I'm tired from an hour of screaming and sharks.
I forget what we saw first, honestly. But yeah, no, that was that fucking.
Didn't some people want to go see a third movie as well?
Me and Tristan were going to see a third movie called The Crescent, because it was the guy who was like one of the main characters in it was the supervisor at the soup kitchen that me and Tristan volunteered at.
And I was down, but then I think a couple other people were not down. But it was
I was not down. I remember that.
Yeah. I also remember because I kind of wanted to go home because I remember I had been gifted a crazy wax joint by our friend his uncle.
Gave it to him for sure.
Got it.
For sure.
And that thing fucked me up.
Yeah. As you can see, we've been degenerates for years.
Oh yeah, this is our specialty.
I can't even be a degenerate much anymore. It's fucking lame.
No, it's taxing on me. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like
hate being an adult.
Speaking of degeneracy, I pitched this idea to Liam before the podcast. What if you guys just did an episode on mushrooms?
I've never done mushrooms.
I love that idea.
What's a better environment than broadcasting yourself and all your inner thoughts to the world your first time tripping?
That would be scary, actually, now that I think about it. But still, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to do.
You could do it pre-recorded in case anything like.
I was just about to say, if you guys like came over one time and
just
did
a YouTube special,
we could like set up a camera and record it and try and do it, and then Liam afterwards we could edit it.
Through editing,
could you edit it? Minutes. Could you? Because like that, it might end up being like 4 hours. We'd probably forget to turn off the camera.
Oh no, it would be like 4 hours. But that's what I'm saying is like it wouldn't be like a perfect video, but it's just like. I'm sure, especially if you do some like surprise, like hard cuts and stuff in between like weird conversations. Like I think it could be a funny, like nonsensical, like 30 to hour long minute video special.
I feel like I would much rather do a podcast stoned, especially since I've never done mushrooms. And
I just do every podcast stoned.
Here's the strat for the mushroom cast. You pre-record it so that nothing fucking weird happens with like Twitch and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You edit the VOD and put it on YouTube, and then you put the unedited video on Patreon.
Oh,
that's good. I like that.
Yeah, that's how they get rich.
We may as well just wait a year or two until mushrooms. Well, it'll be longer than that until mushrooms are legal. But if
I do like keep it in the back pocket. Keep it in the back pocket. I like this idea though. I like where this is going. I think even if we just all did low doses and just talk shit for a while,
or like you guys do low doses, I do like 5 times what you did, and we
Liam, I'm going to say it now. What's the most you've ever done?
7.
Okay, wow, never mind. Never mind.
And that was
you've treaded ground. I have not.
That's the last time I did them because
I fucking bet it was.
That was my second time doing them.
I remember like 5, and 5 was like, woo!
I have not tried them.
Liam goes
exponential even if I wanted to try them.
Yeah, I did like 2.5. I'm like, man, these are sick. And then I was with Xavier, and we did 7 each. And then, basically, I'll go over it right quick. Mushrooms, lots of times you get sick because they're literal poison. So your body poisons you. There's a stage about 45 minutes after consumption where you feel ill. Sometimes you throw up, sometimes you don't. This time, I threw up, and I throw up into the toilet, and that's how I know the toilet's breathing at me. Like it's going down and coming back and going down and coming back. And that alone is an issue. But the other issue is I looked into the water, and I swear to God, it is a perfect hexagonal, like checkerboard grid. Like the entire toilet bowl is just this hexagonal. Like my eyes are seeing fractal vision in the toilet bowl water. And then I'd stand up, and the walls are moving like lasagna noodles. And I'm just like, holy shit. And then the one thing they tell you to do is don't fight it. And I fought it with every ounce of my being.
But you can't.
I know. I refused to go through Edo death. My ego survived, and I was just full bore, like, fuck you, you're not going to get me. And they kept throwing out nutrients. I, like, kept touching my face and my fingers. Like, I kept doing like this with my fingers, so my fingers felt longer. And I kept touching my nose. It was just, it was pretty terrifying.
On 5, I definitely went, like, almost full ego death. And it was nice. It was scary, but it was nice.
Was that your favorite toilet bowl experience, Liam, or was that your second favorite?
Ooh.
Well, it was less crude.
I feel like a favorite experience with a toilet bowl would be one that's totally normal.
Normal, yeah. I had a pee, and no, I didn't get any pee on the seat.
On a heated seat.
That's a good experience with a toilet bowl.
Quick deposit.
Yeah, no, it's that was interesting, and I haven't done any since, but I should dip my toe back in eventually. But
I've gone back in a couple times after 5, and it's just, you just have to go low. Also make tea so you don't get sick.
No, dude, that's pussy shit. You eat the dirt, and you eat a lot of it, and then you feel sick, and you have a bad time, and then you remember, and then everything else is a good time in comparison.
But tea is nice. There's nothing wrong with tea.
I'm just saying you can also just like have an awesome mushroom trip once in a while. Like just chill, have a nice little cup of tea, sit back, put on a movie. You still feel a little ill, but you don't get a throw up thing, you know?
No, you shouldn't do drugs to feel good. You should do drugs to feel bad so your normal life feels good. That's how you don't get addicted to drugs. Like when you smoke weed, you should have paranoid high. So high you're like, I never want to feel like this again. This is terrifying. And then the next day you're like, thank God I'm not that.
Thank God I'm not still high, and I haven't given myself a mental disorder.
You have to Uno reverse the drugs.
That's 5-head.
That is kind of 5-head. That's a strategy only Liam could think of, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And maybe
because Liam's the only person who would be like able or is willing to alter their mind that much in a negative capacity.
That's why I've been like, if you know me, you know I've been like wanting to try this shit for so goddamn, and no one will try it with me. Not even like the biggest stoners I know.
I would maybe try it. Only
wait, Panic's done it?
You don't, never again.
Not anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems scary. So have you ever seen
You don't do.
Do you know internet comment historian?
Internet comment editor. His name is Eric.
I was thinking of the internet historian and the other one. Yeah, you know what I mean. I mixed them up.
Yeah.
But can you pull up Eric? Can you pull up Eric on Salvia?
Yeah.
Salvia Eric, please.
Is this the guy that tries like every drug and documents it and whatever?
No, that's sub science or something like that, or
garden.
Apparently, I googled Salvia drug, and it's called Sage of the Diviners. What?
That sounds awesome.
That sounds
Salvia
like a Dark Souls.
is a plant species with
like
transient
Dark Souls boss.
Psychoactive properties where its leaves are consumed by chewing, smoking, or as a tea. The leaves contain opioid-like compounds that induce hallucinations.
They mess up your time dilation. Apparently, it can feel like a year. But
isn't DMT kind of similar too?
Yeah, but here I'll throw up a video right quick. I did it right after he committed the act, in case it violates Twitch's terms of service somehow. But this is internet comment edited.
Reacting to Salvia.
And this is him gardening on Salvia.
And this is only for educational purposes, just for the record.
Yes.
Once that happens, you're going to dig her hole, and you'll be good to go. So, my spot is right about here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start digging on that. Then once that's done, I'm going to put the plant in there. And I just, hold this one in. Keep holding it in. Keep holding it in.
How long after?
He's losing his fucking mind.
How long after is this that he's taken it?
This is seconds.
This is seconds after.
Liam literally started, I imagine, after he finished inhaling it.
After he put it down.
Oh fuck!
And he's gone.
Eric will be back shortly.
I'm just see. There's one other clip. I think it's taken off YouTube. It's the best.
I think driving on Salvia is like the funniest one.
There's one where like two guys on the porch smoked it, and the dad came out.
It's crazy how fucking fast it kicks in. Like
he's gone. He's in another
less
world
than a minute,
right
and this guy is gone.
There's been some bad reactions though, where people are just screaming constantly.
I feel like you would do that, Liam.
I have a screamer episode 100%.
Liam, you had a screamer episode on fucking weed one time.
that was hilarious. That was yeah, Brandon came in late to the party.
I can I actually tell this from my perspective real quick? Because I come to this, I'm coming to the late to the party. You know what I mean? The boys, we're hanging out, we're smoking weed. And I show up a little late. And this is also around a time when I was really anxious with weed, and it made me feel like it was making me feel really anxious. And I was trying to break through that. And I was still struggling every time I went over though, because I was like, I don't want to get like panic attacky and high right now. And like, you know what I mean? So, but I'm going in, I'm like, I'm gonna be strong, I'm gonna smoke some weed, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna enjoy time with the boys. I fucking get up to the door, and before I open it, I just hear, hold on. And I open the door, and Liam's there, and he's screaming his fucking head off, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And Jacob's just like looking off in the distance, like I don't even know how to react right now. Tristan's like, Liam, bro, like get your fucking head on, man. Chess is just laughing. Like everybody's reacting to this situation in a certain way, and it's just like you were just bonkered. And I got so scared immediately, and then like a joint was passed through, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to smoke. This is gonna fuck me up, isn't it?
What the fuck is in here? What and
then I was fine because like in my head I was like, well, I'm not gonna be as bad as Liam.
I feel like we probably convinced
so that
you
I was
of that.
fine. Yeah, I think you did. You were guys like, no, fine. Like, look at him. He's okay. He'll be all right.
This is the worst it could be, and you won't get like that. So.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time you guys tricked me?
Oh my god!
I
knew you were. I knew
into
you were
a full bowl of keef. So we're doing.
I'm gonna be honest.
I did
not know it was a full bowl of keef.
I also like. I knew there was keef in there for sure, but I when I said, "Oh, I think there's a little in there, but I don't think it's mine," I wasn't like that was honest.
I think the only person who knew was the one who gave it to you.
New Desk Johnson apology video just dropped. Anyway, okay. Well, I knew because this was like the third go around, and I'm like, this is literally just a bowl full of keef. And the person giving it to me was like, "No, it's not." And Brandon was like,
"Keef.
No, it's not." I don't think Brandon actually knew it was.
I genuinely, I knew there was a little in there for sure because I could see it, but I thought like the way that it was put in there, I actually did think it was like the base was just normal weed.
Yeah, but
turns out it was all keef.
That'll get you.
That will get
you.
Mine instead of a bong that's like this big.
It's like so when you grind, right? You put the flour into the thing, and then the powder that collects in the bottom of the grinder, that's keef. So it's like. If you put that like in a joint or something, it adds more. It's like extra THC. It's very spicy. But if you just rip a bowl straight full of that stuff, like because it's so fine, you get so much more. Like a normal bowl is just like it's a bud or some grind, but there's like air in it. But keef is just solid. So this, when you smoke it, it burns down real quick, and it's just like instant THC, just straight to the brain.
And it also burns your lungs a little more. I find too. It burns a little hotter because like it goes so hot and then. Right through. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that was back in our degenerate days. We are not degenerate.
We're honestly we are far less degenerate than we were.
Yeah,
which is nice. But I guess we're also just growing up.
Yeah,
I would say I'm slightly more degenerate because I didn't even try weed until it was legal.
Damn, that's fair.
I didn't fucking touch it with a stick because I was a good fucking law-abiding kid.
I think that makes you less degenerate. I think you're like lawful good. Okay, definitely not lawful good. Maybe lawful evil.
There's that time we overdid it on edibles at a person's party who we barely knew because it was our friend's girlfriend's friend.
Oh God, yeah.
Hayden, you also know this friend. This friend's definitely watching and he definitely knows the story. But and we got super high. Like we don't like
so
like destroyed.
We all thought we were taking like 25, I think, milligrams or 50 maybe.
We knew what we were taking.
No, but what I'm saying is like I knew that it was like 50 or no, it was 80 split two ways, right? So it was 40.
It was 100 split two ways. So
50
you
each. Okay.
you and other friend did 50 each, and then me and Jacob each did a hundo.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point, this girl was like, "Hey, Liam, do you want some cake?" And I am so zooted. And so we go upstairs. The dad's super against weed. The cat also died from all the people vaping downstairs. I didn't own a vape at the time. I didn't kill the cat. The other party doors did. neither here or there. But we go up, and she gets a slice of cake and just fucks off. And then at one point, I'm just standing in this dude's kitchen. I barely know him. His dad is like, the living room is like in front of the kitchen, but like the way the couch is to the back. So I'm like behind him, and he's just watching something on the TV. And I just take the entire cake and bring it downstairs. And I bring it to this guy's bedroom where a bunch of just drunken Neanderthals just started mauling it with hands and like high-fiving me for bringing them cake. And we just destroyed that cake on his bed. And it was such a mess.
It's a very sus sentence, I'll be honest.
It's a little sussy.
Yeah. Yeah, you left out like, the part where the dad comes down and we're all just fucking blitzed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember he looked in my eyes, and my eyes I just knew were like redder than anything. I was scared. I remember I ducked into the bathroom with one of you guys, and I was just like, "Let's stay in here."
I think all three of us were in the bathroom.
Yeah, we were all just looking in the mirror.
I had the lucky mindset because the dad came down, and I was like, "I'm washing my hands." So I was just face down, washing my hands.
And then there were two of your friends kind of looking in the mirror in a way, just like standing at the sink with you. Like it was weird. It was weird. He knew. He knew. We were so high. Yeah. So, fun fact.
Imagine vaping. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, well, that's back when everyone had the big mod vapes.
That like just pumped clouds. Yeah.
Because that's why his dad kept coming down because he couldn't watch the TV because all the vape was
coming up through the vents. Yeah, it was like he fucked it up. Like it was such a weird party too because like we were so high and there were so many people we didn't know.
We knew like three people.
We knew 3 people out of like probably 30 to 40. Like by the end of it, I feel like quite a few people showed up by the end of that.
Yeah, it was not a vibe. I was happy to leave.
Or maybe I was just really high and it was like 12. I don't fucking know, but I would just remember being like,
no,
a lot of people.
No, there was a lot.
At least 20.
The funniest part was at the start because we took them right before we drove over, and at the start there's only like 10 people there. Just people,
which was so awkward.
And so we're just like sitting around a corner or around a circle,
a sectional kind of on it.
And then like there's some chairs and like Brayden and JW are drinking some sort of fucking Pilsner or something, and then literally we're just waiting for it. And eventually people come, they kill the lights, and we're just sitting on the couches, and that's when it starts to kick in with the music.
I remember it stinking. Like
it just we'd stay on the couch for like hours, and then our eyes were like so red. And the dad saw one of our eyes and just goes, "Colin, what the fuck?" Because he was like, "You can drink as much as you want, 0 weed tolerance or policy." And yeah, that was an interesting time.
I wouldn't say it was fun. I wouldn't say it was fun.
I would say it was fun. We got a funny story out of it.
Specific. The story's fun. The story is fun. But when I was there, I don't think I was like. Yeah,
I was so blasted, and I don't remember enjoying it much. But I'll still go out on a limb and say it was fun.
We'll just call it fun, and worst case scenario, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Biggie.
Yeah, you shouldn't do high doses of edibles in situations.
Yeah. No,
just in a party at all.
I don't think weed for a party at all is
I think it's cool to like smoke a little. Like at least it depends on the person, right? Like I'm cool where it's like I go to a party and smoke a little, but it's like I wouldn't want to take an edible before a party.
I think it also depends on if you know who's at the party or if it's mostly new people.
Yeah,
so if you're trying to be personable and meet new people, then weed is not going to happen or help as much. I find, but
yeah, it depends. If I get like the exact perfect level of stoned, I can be like verbose enough where it's like kind of funny, but the problem is like any other end of the spectrum is not good because either I'm like panicky or just like lost.
I just barely get high anymore. I just get like chill and calm.
Chad.
It's not real, yeah.
Sigma
male. I smoke my weed and chill and feel normal.
I'm on that theta male grind set. Harvey, what type of male are you?
I don't know. I've never really been to parties. So
that's a classic big beta male.
Yeah,
big male.
You're a beta male.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Harvey. We don't make the rules.
You can change your personality. I'm a theta male person.
You can change your personality.
You can change your personality. You just have to be about that alpha mindset. See, I'm not of the alpha mindset. I find it kind of one directional, but so that's why I'm
of course.
No, theta male. Jesus Christ.
Theta.
Yeah, I'm a theta male. It's like a zeta male without the rebellious form. God, learn your male lore. You fucking beta.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Damn. Harsh.
Anyway. Yeah, male lore.
Let's end on that.
It's like astrology for dudes.
Astrology for dudes.
for these.
Kind of is, honestly, kind of is. That's a good analogy.
Anyway, thank you for joining us on this season premiere, Hayden. Is there anything you'd like to plug, promote, shout out, or let people know? As much as you want.
All right, I'm going to do super quick 2-minute plug. Some of you may know February 25th is a very special date. It's when Elden Ring releases. Some of you may also know that I sometimes stream on Twitch, but not frequently at twitch.tv/GoodLuckKnifing. So Elden Ring's coming out February 25th. I'm doing my very first 24-hour stream the moment it drops at midnight. I'm going from midnight to midnight playing Elden Ring. It's going to be a 24-hour stream. It's going to be a giveaway stream. I'll be giving away 1 to 3 copies of Elden Ring, depending on how many subs we get. It's going to have sub goals because it's got to be a fundraising stream as well, because I'm fundraising to go to Honduras through school, through Global Brigades, to bring water to a community in need. We're going to be going there for a little over a week, COVID depending, and we are going to design a clean water system that will work for that community. And I need to fundraise to get money to get there. That's the purpose of this stream. I'm going to be playing Elden Ring. Going to be fundraising, going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be a massive fucking stream, I hope. So I hope to see you there February 25th. My favorite first 24-hour stream. And that's pretty much all the info.
Nice.
Oh, look at that thing February on the bottom 25th.
Hold on, let me pull it up. There. February 25th is going to be a Friday, my friend.
It is.
I and it's stream on a Friday.
Break, so I'm actually like off. So.
Perfect. Yeah. No, exciting.
Getting a little raid.
Maybe some of your viewers will get in a little giveaway for a copy of Elden Ring.
Maybe you will.
I'm entering that giveaway. I'll donate some shit.
It's gonna be a free giveaway for all followers. You're just gonna have to follow the channel and then enter a certain command in chat, and then you'll be in.
Hey, Hayden, can you rig it so you just give me a copy of Elden Ring?
No.
I cannot rig it because I can't rig it because depending on how many subs I get, I'll be giving away more copies of Elden Ring.
In unrelated news, this will be Harvey's last appearance on the podcast due to creative licensing issues beyond my control.
Also, this is the first place I've announced this, so it's officially announced.
Oh, shit. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Let's go.
Hot news. Well, it is breaking news. Look at that.
I put it out there, so it's got to happen now. Because if I just don't do it, then that would be a scam.
Right on. And links, if you're watching on YouTube, his links will be in the bio, so make sure to check that out. Give my boy a
February 25th. Remember to tune in.
He's definitely our second favorite guest we've ever had.
Okay.
For sure.
I appreciate that. Go to 2, that's not bad.
Hey, first is the worst, second is the best.
This is the first time we've had someone 2 times, so that's an honor.
That's an honor in and of itself, yeah. But also, we don't count those early podcasts. They don't exist anymore.
This is the first time we've had the first guest.
One last super quick plug. My stream schedule is super unreliable because of school, but my school officially ends this May, so then I will set an actual fucking schedule.
Let's go. That's exciting. That's really exciting.
I'm very excited.
Well, it's been a pleasure as always. We appreciate you joining us, Harvey. As for the rest
appreciate you having me. You guys are great. You're awesome.
Thank you. Thank
you.
2 of us are pretty good. The third is we all know who the third is. But moving on. Thank you everyone for joining. We'll be back hopefully next week at 4 p.m. on schedule, all things permitting.
Do you have a raid target?
We don't have a raid target as of right now.
Zero live.
There we go. We have a raid target. We're gonna sauce him a raid and call it a day. So appreciate you all for joining us. For those of you who have retained wanting to watch us for the 2 months we just took off for a holiday break.
Yeah, shout out to everyone showing up after that. I thought we were going to be empty chat.
But we're starting off stronger than ever with positive vibes. That's the new theme of 2022. If that doesn't work, there will be a much more radical theme in 2023. But we're going to try positive vibes for 2022. Thank you, Lemon. Thank you, Panic. We appreciate you. We're going to hit that raid now. Adios.
Take care, everyone. Thank you so much.
Happy time zone. See you later.
Lots of love. Kisses.